Okay, folks, here we go, getting started. There's the lag between Javier VERA and Ricky Carranco. It's going to be a close one. Looks like Ricky. They're looking at it. I don't know. Could be Ricky. They're going to do it again. Racing to 30 points. This is the second and final round today of the final 8 players. The rest of this round robin event will take place tomorrow morning, probably around noon. That's morning for many. Pacific Standard Time. But for now, let's enjoy this first match. Ricky Carranco to break. Other matches on the left side of the screen, you have Pedro Piedrabuena versus Harry Peña. Next table over, we have Carlos Cruz warming up. And then the next table over, we have Luis Avila versus Luis Vega. Luis Miguel and Luis Vega. Nice shot. I spoke with Vera briefly outside after his match with Francisco Palafox. He said he just couldn't figure out what was going on. It was 1 minute it was long, next minute it was short. It didn't make sense to him. He was a little, and the tables are in very good condition. Just not comfortable, I guess, but Palafox managed to defeat Javier Vera 30 points to 13.
Hi.
Hi, Geraldine.
Hi, Daniel.
Well, the room's starting to fill up a little bit with spectators as the final rounds are underway. Very nice to see. We always get a lot of support from these independent rooms across Southern California for billiard events. And it's always really nice to see that type of local support.
Yeah, we were talking about that this morning, where you have room owners from other rooms in the area who come in and, you know, play the tournaments, the other local tournaments.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's important too, because you cannot live on one room alone.
And maybe that's part of the reason why billiards has a big presence in LA. They work together. Hector Ocampo owns $1 Million Billiards, and he's here at this tournament. He brought Javier VERA here. He took flyers for this tournament to his room, and if you guys can't see it, but on the wall there's a poster for
the $1 million event.
$1 million event. Yeah, exactly. So at least around in LA, they support one another. You have Stan Lee, who is out of a room in Koreatown, Q Billiards in Koreatown. Eddie Cervantes, who owns a room in Pomona.
And they're all here, all room owners.
Yeah. And they bring the players out of their room too to play in other tournaments. It's a great thing to see. And Ricky Carranco, who is playing in this event, who we have on this table, is one of the best tournament directors for billiards in the area, and he goes to each of these rooms and they ask him to run their tournaments for them. So.
Yes, he's quite prominent in that respect. And he does a good job. He plays pretty well too. In fact, I was talking to Francisco yesterday, who mentioned to me that during the weekly tournament here at Silver Q Billiard, he ran 22 points just during a weekly tournament.
And here he is in the top 8 for this tournament.
Yes. Yep, yep. All the players, they need more competition. So it's good to see them all together. Nice thin hit. Managed to avoid the kiss, and a beautiful billiard coming 4 rails underneath. This is, he's going three rails off the red. Natural billiard. For further position. Lou A in the chat room says 22 points is a world-class run. I totally agree with you. I wonder if I ask him, hey, what's your high run? He'd probably go, oh, well, it's really 23. I'm guessing it's 22. Vera seems a little dialed in now. I think he's kind of coming to his senses a little. I believe that's 4. Coming long off the short rail. And he's good.
We do have one more round after this.
Oh, I thought Vicky told me.
Did he change it? Sorry.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. If they do have another one, then they have another one. Then that's more action for the audience.
Originally, there was scheduled a third finals
round today?
Yeah, correct. And then start the day tomorrow at 1 p.m., but they could have very well changed that.
Alan Castillo says, that's my partner, Ricky Carranco. He said we really needed that run of 22 in the final. Where was it then? Vera scores 6 on that run, so he now has 13. Alan Castillo, congratulations, is now our United States USBA amateur champion for 2019. Watching from Milpitas in Northern California. If anybody wants to see what it's like to play the amateur champion of the United States, you can visit him at Edgy's Billiards in Milpitas and play him a few rounds. I'm sure he'd be happy to oblige.
To take your money.
Yeah. Take your money. How about that? Ricky seems to be struggling.
A little frustrated.
Yes, a little frustrated. But he came away with 2 on that inning.
Seemed a little frustrated the last match too against Carlos Cruz.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
He'd be coming off of the red here. Thin and a little too thin. Close match between Pedro and Harry. It's 8-7. Pedro shooting yellow.
It's so hard to judge Pedro's matches in the early in the game. He tends to pick it up towards the middle and the end.
Yeah.
That's where he
Slow
gains his-
start. Yeah.
Yeah.
Carlos Cruz playing Francisco Palafox on the right-hand side table.
8-5. I don't know who's up.
Palafox shooting yellow. I think Carlos Cruz is up three points on
Francisco.
Pedro walked away with a run of 4, so now it's 12-7 Pedro against Harry Peña. Very thin hit from Javier, and it looks good.
And you were right. Vicky did say that this is our last round for today.
Okay. It's a difficult position for Vera. He needs to swing this yellow around the white. He played it well, actually. Played it very well. How's this look? Oops, looks good. Javier is now in gear, I think. Run of 5 so far. Palafox just scored a billiard. And almost got lucky. So he's down by 1, 7-8 against Carlos Cruz. Big stroke.
Such a respectful room, very quiet.
Yes, yeah. You guys, you can't really see our spectators. We've got a room full of them, but all of our cameras pointing away from them.
Over them.
Over them, yeah. They're all sitting in bleachers right now. The room is starting to fill. Harry Pena still trails now, 8-14. Pedro at the table with a very difficult shot. Has to play a bank. And Ricky finally plays a good banana. Maybe he can get a little momentum going now. Maybe playing for 6-rail position. 7-rail shot. This needs to open up. It's shortened up. Javier is going to take a quick break.
What I don't get, and this is what happened in the last match too, is Javier takes a break, steps away from the table, but you know, Ricky's the one who's down, and he stays there, you know. And Pedro did the same thing against Luisa Vega.
Okay.
And I just feel like if I'm down, I'm going to step away from the table, maybe clear my head a little.
Yeah.
And then come back. But, you know, this is the second match where, you know, Ricky just sat there and Pedro just sat there and...
Didn't take a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I think that's a mistake. But, you know, Ricky stepped away now, so...
Yeah. I want to thank Tiger Products for sponsoring this event. This is the Tiger Silver Cup, folks. And it's the first one. And they hope to do this at least once a year. Hopefully it'll get bigger and better. And so we thank Tiger Products for supporting this event. And also want to thank Armando Soria for hosting this event at Silver Q Billiard in Huntington Park. You can check out their Facebook page as well. Please go to their Facebook page and give them a like. Silver Q Billiard on Facebook. Facebook.com/SilverQB. I'll put that in the chat room for you guys. Please click on the link, go to their Facebook page, and join their little social community that they've started up. And if you want to have an event there, you want to do something here, feel free to contact them. Through their Facebook page. Players are back now. Ricky scored. Oh, this might, no. A little short.
Daniel, do you know where Carlos Cruz is from?
I don't know much about Carlos Cruz. I've seen him here at these rooms now for the last 2 or 3 years. Maybe even a little longer, but I have not had the pleasure of really getting to know him. And a little shout out to Paul Frankel, Professor Q-Ball, who is watching now and joined our chat room. How you doing, Paul? A little chimba for Javier Vera. Lucky shot, which keeps him at the table right now. But he redeems himself with a beautiful, clean billiard. Now on 2 points for this visit. looks good. I guess Luis Vega has. Did he win? Luis Vega and Luis Miguel Avila, their match is over at 30-5. I'm guessing there must have been a high run.
Someone wants to go home.
Be sure to join us tomorrow at around noon. This is the final match today. The rest of the finals will resume tomorrow around noon. So be sure to check us out and catch these final matches tomorrow live from Silver Q. Javier VERA playing actually very good position now. A little long, which comes up short. Long on the third cushion. Short on the fourth cushion.
So Vega won 30-5 against Luis Miguel Avila in 16 innings.
16 innings. That's a two average at least. Almost 2. 1.9. What a beautiful tiki. Unfortunately, it was just a little too thick. I bet Ricky wants that run of 22 now. Yeah. Score between Pedro and Harry Peña, 20-8. Pedro in the lead, shooting yellow. Palafox and Carlos Cruz. Palafox is down 8-14, shooting yellow. That's the table on the right side of your screen. Sorry about that, guys. A little camera camera issue.
Snafu.
A little snafu. It's all sorted out. Vera just seems to have such good fundamentals at the table. Great demeanor as well.
I completely agree. It's just so smooth.
Yeah.
He has that swagger like a champion. I'm going to practice that.
That swagger?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not the only thing that's going to get you there, Geraldine. Just so you know.
I have to start somewhere.
Well, you know, it's always good to ooze confidence. Well, if Ricky's going to get a break, this is definitely it. But he's got to come with a. He's got to come with it. He's got to deliver the goods. Harry Peña's in a hot spot too, with Pedro Piedrabuena now up 21-9. This table that Peña's playing on now, I believe, was the one that he was having difficulty with playing Stanley.
No, not a point.
Beautiful billiard.
He needs one.
He needs one.
I beat you to it.
He needs one. She beat me to it. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Double the rail.
Wow.
Just a little long. That's all he's thinking. 22, 22.
Just 20, actually.
Well, it always starts with one, and there he goes.
Come on, Ricky.
He's playing with a beautiful Tiger Q. Discontinued model. That was a nice shot. He deserves that hit. Very nice. Got to watch the kiss. This could be it. That looks good. Looks good. And they're going to shake. And that's it. Javier Vera gets his first win. Ricky Carranco suffers his second loss. We're going to toggle over real quick to Harry Peña and Pedro Piedrabuena, who stand at 21-10. Be right back.
Thanks for watching POV Pool. We'll have the